www.love2jamradio. This is the R&B Lover Queen Tomaro in the building. And you guys have come back to the Tomaro Today show. See how I waited, Lovey?
Yeah, and he let me get my cheers, and you gonna get this applause.
And I let you do your thing. If you guys are new to the Tomaro Today show, it is an indie R&B platform where I introduce you to them and them to you, and you get to hear the great sounds that we got out here in Houston, Texas. Now, today, I got two.
Not one.
Hey.
Not one.
Not one.
Not one.
But I got two singing black men, baby. Two singing black men. The first one that I have, artist, entertainer, be performing with his black self. You better go on, tall.
Come on.
Mr. Reggie Jam.
Hey. Reggie.
Turn up.
Then we got the new R&B indie versus
champion,
Mr. B Soul 215.
Yes, definitely.
He always come in with a smooth voice, you know, trying to hypnotize us and whatnot and things and such.
Doing how he do.
Doing what he do. Now listen, y'all, I don't know if you guys missed it, but Love to Jam Radio has a indie R&B versus. We do once a month, but that ain't the only thing we do with the indie versus. We have it for male MCs, we have it for producers, we have female MCs, and at the end of it, we do that R&B indie versus. And like I said before, this is our champ here, B Soul. Today, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be going through some of my favorite tracks that have blessed the Love to Jam radio station. But before we get started, I have to ask you, B Soul, how did you feel about that indie versus? It's your first one. Like,
you know, it definitely was an exciting experience for me. First off, shout out to Miss Amanda Cherie.
Shout out Amanda Cherie.
You know, that's my boo. And you know, I wouldn't have wanted to win, you know, my first battle with anybody against her, so it was pretty solid. It was nothing but love, and it was a lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed it.
Was it what you expected?
I mean, yeah, I say that. I mean, I thought it was going to be kind of like that. You know, I knew I was going. I'm not saying I was going to come in here on a landslide type. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna kill it in here. Like
that man say he knew he was going to win.
I felt it by like the third or fourth round. I was like, okay, I think I may have.
Because you knew you were sitting on that murder track. That's why. He had the big joker. You know what's crazy is that on one of the Facebook posts for promoting the show, somebody put on there like, wait till he play that murder, and I didn't know. I was like, what kind of weirdo? You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of shit?
My ass is sitting here when we tell Amanda Cherie when you know who she's gonna be going up against. We had just got through playing your song, and then as soon as I told her, I was like, yeah, it's about to be a murder. And I'm like, but wait, I don't mean it like that. I just mean the song go perfect with what's happening right now. Right, because Amanda, she got gems.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, she got especially she got a couple of tracks. She was saying the producer was Dre Tovin.
Yeah,
Good Love.
Yeah.
Them Jones was kicking, and those are the ones that I was losing to. So I was like, okay. I was like, okay, turn it off. I don't want to hear the turn it off.
Because Good Love went up against his song Vibe.
Right.
Yes.
And Vibe was that dark.
That's the one Reggie threw us all the hell off.
That's the one that we was all. But you know, it's okay.
Bro, I had to be scientific about.
And I respect that, sir.
And
I
when I
sincerely
broke
do.
this shit down,
You messed us up because Pop was not eating the square root at first.
None of it.
I know y'all thought that I was going that way, but I had to just tell y'all why I was picking Vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like she had all the ingredients in there, but I'm like, it felt a little artificial.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was. It was like, it's something about this that feels commercial. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
Silly.
You know what I'm saying? Because
you sound like me.
Because everybody kept saying, like, you know, a lot of the guys was like, oh yeah, that Beyonce, you know, and
you made the point in it.
I said that too when she played that for I don't know, what was it for Jam It or Cram It?
You sure?
Oh no, it was a battle. It was a battle for Jelaine, and that was my critique for the song. I was like, I like original music. I understand the psychology behind what you did, and I respect it, and it's a hit. But at the same time, it's not Amanda Cherie. Like I want to see you, not your interpretation of the song that
Right.
Beyonce did.
Right.
And I told Tomaro offline, I said, you know, that song is like, if you put a ring on it before or after that record, it makes that record irrelevant. So it's like,
See, he went to that extra level and said that. I didn't go there. I left it.
Hey, but I'm just saying, you gotta think about it. Like, I mean, that's a good people pleaser record, but like, go ahead.
I was just saying, my thing is when it comes, like, listening to your critiques on it, you're a live musician. So a lot of the times when you say things like, you know, I don't really jam with commercial music, or I don't want something that's a commercial type feel, I know where you're coming from, because it's more so just like you're saying when it comes to the vibe of, you know, oh, let me hear what B Soul or Amanda has to give you, as opposed to a different rendition.
Right.
It's more oomph into it when you putting your spin on your live music, as opposed to.
Because what I'm saying, that record will translate well live, because now you can combine it with put a ring on it, so now it makes it.
Yeah, you can definitely flow into that.
When it's a standalone record,
right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why when I started recording first, you know, the band stuff was new to me.
Word.
But the band is like working out. That's sparring, because that allows you to work on your performance skills, work on your people skills, entertaining skills. It allows you to know how to manipulate music.
Respect.
It lets you know that your songs ain't no different. You know what I'm saying? Unless you want to make them different.
Right.
Like each of my like your records each was different. It's kind of familiar because it's like, oh, is it R&B? You singing, so it's R&B. But it's different.
But nothing about it made me see it sound like such and such.
Right.
It sounds like that. And I got a question. Since I have two artists here, is it offensive for someone to say, "Oh, you sound like such and such"?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I really don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
What if it's somebody dope or
No, I'm saying
like,
if
no
you
disrespect to that individual.
But as an
Don't
artist, you wanna
categorize
be,
me.
right.
Yeah.
Don't categorize me.
is it categorizing, or is it because you know psychologically that's the way the human brain works? Like
Okay.
we're
We're
gonna
reminded-
naturally we only know things based on our experience previous to these things,
Right.
and our mind immediately compares them.
Okay.
That's the way the brain works.
So the brain is a large device.
I agree.
And
Of
some
which we don't
people-
even use the whole
exactly.
thing.
We only use like 5% of it.
You use 5. I got. I'm at 7. You got me
they say-
fucked
I'm at least
up.
at 7.
All the
Hey,
time on
they say
7.
the max we can use is 10, but whatever. Anyway, I ain't gonna go down that rabbit hole, but I think of it like this. I just sit here and critique him without comparing him to anybody.
Right.
So what I'm saying is some people's mindsets or minds are so small. Hey, you sound like Tyree. You sound like PJ Morton, instead of expanding your mind into, bro, it was people before PJ Morton.
Right.
PJ Morton probably sound like somebody, you know what I'm
Maybe
saying?
so.
We all are influenced by, you're going to hear remnants of different things because we're growing up in life. You hear an old man say, the way he say, hey, you'll find yourself over time, if you like that, you're going to find yourself saying it. It ain't even somebody you know. It's just, you like the way it was said. You had, different things. Kaya did it first, and now Megan Thee Stallion running with it.
But I don't understand. Okay, help me understand why it's truly offensive to you.
So,
because for me, like when Franchise was here, he said he was a fan of who? Music Soul Child? What was that
Yes, he
said?
did.
Of Music Soul Child. And it's not that you sound like it, but you give that vibe.
Right.
You know what
It's
I'm
a
saying?
lane. It means a
that's-
predecessor.
So
It's a lane.
My thing is this: this how I view it. So yeah, I understand that I may sound like, or you may have remnants of, but I don't want you to remember that individual. I want you to remember me. Because if you leave out of here, I don't want you to be like, all right, now let me jam music. Like, no, jam be soul.
Right.
That's how I feel about it. Now, like I said, no disrespect to Music Soul Child. One of my I can't wait to meet him. I'm speaking that all the way into existence.
You gonna meet him.
I
You
can't
gonna
wait
meet
to
him
meet
around
him.
of us.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
He cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, he a regular dude.
I can't wait, but I don't want you to think of him when you hear me. Like, I
Right.
want you to be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. I can see, like, I can see that he kind of on that same tip. But as far as I want to remember, I want you to be like, yeah, but let's put on B Soul and listen to what he got to say about this record or this song or this feeling or this emotion or this thought process or this training. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna switch it around.
Switch.
As artists, would it not be a huge compliment when people say, "Oh, he sound like Reggie James. Oh, he sound like B Soul."
If somebody else said that to me, like if
Like no, saying that you heard someone else saying it to
Somebody
someone
else.
else.
It's
When they hear someone else
it's not the
performing.
name comparison that's the offense.
Okay.
But if that's your only base,
yeah,
if that's
there
all
go.
you got to say, I
There
mean,
you
like,
go.
bro, like, it's like, that's why when at my shows, you know, I grew up in a house where my papa was from Haiti, my grandma from Sunnyside, you know what I'm saying? So I got a blended family. I got brothers and stepmom, and everybody get along. So I got this. My show is not limited to just R&B. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a singer. I got literally from Diana Ross to Erykah Badu to R. Kelly to John Legend to Ray Sherman to J. Cole. I like everything.
Right.
You can't put yourself in a box like, oh, you just a singer. No, bro. I like
and
music.
we were talking about that earlier, pigeonhole, and
exactly.
you don't want to be pigeonholed.
No,
right quick, I'm going to put a pin on it. We're going to get into some Cody Blake Trouble. This is the first one.
Shout out to Cody Blake.
Man, I love me some Cody Blake, and that Trouble is definitely one of my favorites with Loud Music. Loud Music will be having a big time festival December 4th and 5th.
You know,
5th and 6th.
Yeah.
I knew it was early
in
December, and Love to Jam will be in the building doing some media coverage there. But until then, we're going to get into some Cody Blake Trouble.
Ooh, yeah,
These girls ain't nothing but trouble.
What did I get myself into? Blessings to the parents that made you. Yeah. Then she said she had a twin, and she got a couple friends too. Hold up, listen up, baby, spread the word. Let everybody know right now. Yeah, I'm just trying to have a good time. All that cuffing shit is for the birds. So go ahead and bring your whole squad with you, and I'ma take them all with me. Yeah. Fresh cookies up for samples, I'ma try them. Don't be mad if a nigga don't buy them, cause damn shawty bad, but I ain't tryna cuff nobody. Got me losing my mind. Yeah, shawty look good, but I ain't tryna love nobody. Lord, these girls ain't nothing but trouble. Look at how she dancing, and I'm looking for trouble. I'ma walk right, baby, get me in trouble. Don't do it so deep into trouble. Oh, what's good? Yeah, look to my left, there's girls on girls. To my right, there's girls on girls. Up top, there's a girl tryna freak me. If I look down, there's a girl tryna eat me. Hold up, what the hell is going on? Little mama in the corner dancing, she about to set it off. Commando, I'ma have to do a full body on your girl, so excuse where my hands go. Mommy thick like a milkshake, sounding my Mexicana, Colombiana, Nicaraguense. Asians call me sensei, don't care what your men say. All up in the timelines, DMs, triple play. Wait, I just got some digits, turn it to a spinner, and I'm just trying to fidget. If you want it, I'ma get it, gonna holler back. You know how I gets down, run it back, shawty back, but I ain't trying to cut nobody. Losing my mind, losing my mind. I ain't trying to love nobody. Lord, these girls ain't nothing but trouble. Look at how she dancing, and I'm looking for trouble. I'ma walk right in trouble. Don't do it so deep into trouble. Oh, what's good? Ooh, I wanna get me in trouble. Yeah, it's only for the night, but I wanna get me in trouble. Let me show you how to do it like 1, like 2, like 3. Here we go. Snap to the left, snap to the right, snap it down the middle. We gon' snap it all night. Got one for the gram, one for the tweets, one for the book, and one just for me. They say that I'm out of my mind, but I'm way too young to hold it down. That's why I got so many on me. And you might think that I'm nothing but a player, but don't you dare go and give me that label, cause it's just a little fun. As long as she knows that I ain't the one. Damn shawty bad, but I ain't tryna cut nobody. Got me losing my mind. Yeah, shawty look good, but I ain't tryna love nobody. These girls ain't nothing but trouble. Look at how she dancing, and I'm looking for trouble. I'ma walk right, baby, get me in trouble. Don't do it so deep into trouble. Oh, what's good? Hey. No, no.
I wake from my slumber, I wish I could call you up.
Okay, you was looking at me like I said it live. I didn't say it. Oh, you're not ready yet.
Okay. And that was Cody Blake, Trouble. Here comes. There we go. That was Cody Blake's Trouble.
Yeah.
This is too much going on over here.
Okay. These girls ain't nothing but trouble, is what Cody said.
I want to hear a story about B Soul and a female and what he would relate to that. Just this little story, like, what can you relate to that song?
I mean,
Bitch, you man, he was like, oh, no, ain't nothing but trouble.
every one of us has been in that type of situation.
We want to hear about your situation.
I mean,
We want to know your business.
You know, I've gotten into situations that I definitely could see red flags from the beginning, and definitely said to myself, you know, you definitely should not be involved in this.
Did you fuck them red flags?
I've literally said to somebody, please don't make me overlook things for no reason. Like that's, if that's not toxic, I don't know what is. But I've looked at situations and said, don't make me regret the fact that I know you ain't shit. And then turn around and still be like, I knew she wasn't shit. And then be mad. We have all been there. It's just my man Cody definitely encapsulated that whole emotional feel right there.
Did you have that feeling again? Did it
It's definitely I've said this time and time before. Every single song will definitely it'll hit a note within every one of us somewhere. And every time I hear songs like that, I definitely be mad. Like I should never.
You should say nothing but trouble.
Nothing but trouble. But question. So being a male artist, right? A male R&B artist.
Okay.
I can only imagine at the shows. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Even during the shows, I heard panties are thrown.
Oh wow.
Things get really out of control.
How is the GTD level when it comes to being a male artist?
Are you signing titties, Reggie? I need to know.
Yes.
What?
Take some of the pressure.
All he heard was
I'll let
titties.
Reggie take some of the pressure.
Take a little bit of the pressure, Playboy.
Reggie, R&B male artist, handsome man. When it comes to women and after your shows, like, is it crazy? Are they just throwing themselves at you? Did you catch yourself?
Or have you ever had a panty thrown at you?
Pay attention.
I feel like that's in any work job you do. You know, the hangout is always what it is, but you know, I'm there to do music.
So you don't pay no attention?
I mean, young Reggie, you know.
Young Reggie?
Yeah, you know, but you know, so I'm getting.
It took some trouble for you to be like, nah, I ain't dealing with that.
Of course, obviously, it took trouble. you don't live life. The
without
trouble
some
teaches you a lot.
experiences,
You know what I'm saying?
So you have or have
Nobody
not?
knows the trouble I see.
Looking at. So you have or have not had panties thrown? I need to know this because I'll be watching the 5 heartbeats.
I don't think young women do that.
Why don't they?
Do they? I don't know.
They busting it open. What you mean?
But that's the thing. So most of them, if they show up without panties, they can't throw nothing. So they be ready to bust it open, but they don't have
no panties.
Panties to throw.
There you go. So that's the young, you know.
You know,
that's what I'm going to assume.
a lot of these young girls, like you said, they don't like to wear panties, you know.
I am also not an advocate of panty wearing.
You know, that's niggas. That's niggas.
Tomorrow, I'm not finna play with you. Tomorrow, no.
That's niggas. We fuck with panties, though.
Yeah, I know you do.
Savage.
I know you do.
Savage.
I'm not a panty fan. Panties were invented by men to hold the pussy back, and I stand by that.
That's BS.
I stand by that.
It was for holding from them jeans, cutting your pussy up.
Well, they didn't even have jeans back then. They didn't. Bitches wasn't wearing jeans back then.
Y'all just had dresses, and then niggas
Then the pussy could be free.
Like Donald Trump saying, grab you by the pussy.
No, we not gonna do that.
We had
bloomers. The panties was there to protect you from the elements.
But we did have bloomers, though.
From the elements.
Bloomers is old. We're not gonna do the bloomers. That's my granddad. We're not gonna do the bloomers.
Hey, you see how you can name them? We know them panties, man. We like them cheekies. We like them grannies. We like the bloomers.
So are you still in your young artists where they just coming at you and you still kind of like, girl, you better stop playing now. I may catch you behind stage.
I mean,
she already.
I wouldn't
Hanging on. Let's go this way.
I wouldn't say because I don't get that type of approach.
Okay.
So I get the you know, oh my God, you sound so great. Da 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 da. You know, I definitely get that, but I don't get the, you know, what you doing after this. I very rarely get that conversation.
Okay.
But like Reggie was saying, the majority of the time, it's about the attitude. You like, if I'm here performing, I'm here to perform. Like, trust me, I want you to enjoy yourself. I'm gonna chit chat with you. I'm gonna high five and laugh.
Right.
We can have a drink.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you're just a fantasy. It's like going to a strip club.
I'm here to do my business. Once I
Can't touch
leave
you.
up out of here, I have to go.
I didn't want to talk to you anyway. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did all night. You sat here. You bought your table in the front row. Right. You bought your new gown, new dress from Fashion Nova.
She had that quinceañera dress on to get that Reggie jam. She said she knew she was gonna show up.
Rich, so you bought your new gown, you got your nails did. Know what you told you?
You know, I'm country, bro. I call them, get them draws,
Yeah.
You know what y'all girls be wearing, but you know, all that stuff.
You don't appreciate
all that
it.
stuff.
They don't appreciate it.
They appreciate it.
No, it's not that we don't. We definitely appreciate it. It's just I just cannot. It doesn't matter how much. Even in looking at you, absolutely. You look fantastic. What you doing after this? Going home to my children.
Exactly.
I have to tuck my son in tonight.
Why you want to fuck me tonight?
Right. I have to go to.
What makes me so different that you?
You don't know why.
How you gonna sing like that and then wonder why?
Play games with me.
You saw the 5 heartbeats.
You wanna know what's
Right. You like Eddie K got the girls
In the front row.
Right.
When he slid in, man,
In
what?
the front.
We gonna
Nigga.
get into that Chad Black middle of the night because we got these middle of the night things going on.
You didn't put that on the list.
in the middle
However,
of the
In the
show.
middle of the
I showed them. You right. I'm sorry. It's
it's
gonna be
okay,
some
but
more
I play.
elevation.
No.
You good in the middle of the night.
I like that
showed
song.
it. Let's do it. We
I
gonna
like
get
the
to some
song, so you lucky.
Chad Black middle of the night.
Here we go.
Middle of the night.
Lucky.
You was on quick.
Gotta get my hands on you. I just wanna dance with you. Into the middle of the night. Middle of the night. Middle of the night. I'm